is between the Franklin Panthers and your Methuen Rangers. Presenting the colors.
There's also going to be a flag right on the middle of the field.
Cadet Command Sergeant Major Ella Kalpa. Cadet Captain Kayla Gardinez. Cadet Private First Class Emma Demers. Cadet Second Lieutenant Sheila David. And Cadet Second Lieutenant Jason Agueta. Ladies and gentlemen, Methuen High School is proud to be a member of the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association and believes that proper sportsmanship should be displayed at all times. Please assist the Methuen Rangers in showing good sportsmanship during the contest by refraining from derogatory remarks or gestures towards the participants, coaches, officials, or other fans. Thank you for your help in enjoying the fine efforts showcased tonight by these student athletes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if we could all please rise and remove our hats as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem by Methuen High School freshman Geraldine Rodriguez.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for freshman Geraldine Rodriguez.
Hello, Franklin sports fans, and welcome to Nicholson Stadium, home of Danforth Field up in Methuen, Mass, for this first tournament game for the Franklin Panthers, the round of 32 against Methuen Rangers. I am up here in Methuen, joined by my friend and cohort, Jay Horgan. Horgan, how are you doing today?
Good, Chris.
Without jumbling my
Chris
words
Flynn.
too much.
Always good to be here with you, cameraman Chris Flynn, on this campus of Methuen High School. Huge complex, beautiful area. Coming up here, unable to get to my roast beef place, Patrick's Roast Beef.
What a shame.
I know. So Chris and I had a lovely dinner out tonight. We had hot dogs right below us. Franklin won the coin toss and deferred. There is a strong left to right wind that Franklin's kicking with right now. And
that putt is going to go into the end zone.
That breaks the plane, so it will come out, and Methuen will take over first and 10.
No, we're going to point out for starters that Franklin comes into this game with an overall regular season record of 9-1, having lost their one game against Concord Carlisle.
Yes, they came in at 7-1.
7-1. Okay.
They lost it to Central Catholic.
The
first game.
Yeah, I'm already done for the rest of the night. Central Catholic, which happened in Lawrence. Am I getting that right, Jay?
You are. That was the first game of the year,
Yes.
where Franklin actually, Chris, as you remember, you and I were lucky enough to be there, had the opportunity to tie the game up at the end, and they got stopped at like the central 3-yard line.
Yes. Methuen with a carry right there.
Ball carry for the Rangers, number 2, Shane Eason.
Methuen picks up 3 yards, it looks like.
Kevin Lawler.
Yeah, 3 gets out to the 23.
Gain of about 3 on the play.
2nd and 7 for the Rangers. Methuen comes in as the number 1. Say, I take that back. The number 8 seed. We're having a tough time so far.
Yes, we are.
It's been a while since we've done a playoff match. They come in as the number 8 seed, 7-1 as well, and we're going to have a false start against Methuen. One thing that's interesting, Chris, is the referee in the white hat is mic'd up, so he will be announcing all penalties.
That's interesting.
Not something we've seen up until this point in the Hockomock League, but you'll probably see it going forward.
I can't say that I've ever heard of a varsity football ref being mic'd up.
I've seen it. Been in games where it's happened. That's going to be a pickup there of 6 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Rangers. Danella there on the run for the Rangers. 3rd and 6. Looks like Methuen's changing the play at the line. Quarterback keeps that, and he's going to get pushed across the 30 out to about the 32. Danella, the quarterback, junior quarterback, number 6, on the keeper there, and he gets the first down out to the 32. 1st and 10 from Methuen. Franklin coming off their overtime win against Milford a week ago.
Oh, you beat me to it, Jay.
Thank you.
I personally was not there to witness that game.
Nor was I. Quacky on the far side accelerates, gets around the edge, and I think is short of the first down. Went out of bounds. Where are they marking him?
Looks like they're going to mark
37?
it at the 36, 37. Yep.
Yeah, 37.
37, yep.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 5 from Methuen.
But yes, Franklin comes into this game after a fantastic overtime win against Milford, where they won that game 28-26. So that was a huge victory for them.
Going to be a running play, Chris. See where they mark this. They're going to mark it enough for the first down. Gets them across the 42, about to the 43. And it'll be first down for Methuen. They move the chains. Clock keeps going. 9:20 left in the opening quarter here from Methuen High School.
From their own 43-yard line.
Kind of a mini reverse here. Quacky turns it up the middle, picks up 1, will bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped at the 44-yard line.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as far as that Milford game was concerned, Franklin was able to tie that game up with minutes left to go. Or actually, no, they tied it up, oh, boy, about 5 or so minutes left to go in regulation. And they were able to hold Milford back for the most part. And then when it came to overtime, Franklin scored a touchdown. They went for the 2-point conversion, which they were able to get.
Inside handoff, pickup of a ton out of bounds. That's Shane Eason,
That's
number two. And he gets all the way down to the Panther. Looks like the 27. Yeah. First down for Methuen inside Franklin territory, went out of bounds, so it'll stop the clock.
So a big drive there for the Rangers.
Again, that was Eason, senior running back for the Rangers. Danella in the shotgun with Eason next to him. Quacky goes in motion.
He's going to run it himself this time.
It.
Ooh!
And it looks like the ball was
fumbled
knocked loose, but then went out of bounds. It went backwards. It was knocked out, I believe, while he was in the field of play. We are on the Methuen sideline, so it went backwards, and they will mark it where it went out of bounds, which ends up being a loss of 2, 2nd and 12 for Methuen.
2nd down and 12 for the Rangers from the Franklin 29-yard line.
Danella in the shotgun, Eason to his left side this time. And that's an inside handoff to Eason. He was led there by a block. Josh DeFatima, and Eason picks up maybe 3 or 4. Let's see. Down to the 26. I'll pick up a 3, makes it 3rd and 9 for the Panthers, or for the Rangers. Rangers change personnel here. They've got four receivers, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Eason in the backfield with Danella, who's in the shotgun. He drops 2 back. Backward pass, double pass, and that gets knocked.
That's going to be
apart.
swatted away.
Yeah, I think that's Sitwell, but I can't see the number from here, Chris.
I think it was number 6.
Yep.
Number 6 is John Duffy.
Duffy, okay. I know it was a single digit.
It wouldn't have shocked me if it was Cole Sidwell.
No,
but,
I know.
In this case, it's the number that's flipped upside down, so it's John Duffy.
Duffy, okay.
4th down and 9 for the Rangers.
4th down and 9.
And they're going to go for it here. Fakes a handoff, passes at sidearm. Nice
Ooh, that's
pass,
going to be really overthrown.
But it goes over Tim Dornazin's head, and it'll be a turnover on downs here as Franklin gives up the big run and then is able to hold them to just a yard, and turnover downs. Franklin will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Not a bad way to go.
No.
So now with Franklin's offense coming out here.
So Franklin is running in that tight formation, 3 backs, and we get a flag, have a false start against Franklin.
False start on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
So to make it 1st and 15 here, Chris.
That's a burn.
Penalty against the Panthers. 1st down and 15.
Again, though, in that tight formation with 3 backs, almost a kind of a wishbone type of offense. Handoff, kicks it outside, and
that is number 7, Will Terrell.
yeah, picks up 4. So it'll make it 2nd 11 for Franklin.
Terrell being one of 2. In that case, he's dealing with a handoff, but he's also one of 2 quarterbacks for the Panthers.
So Franklin lines up again in what is called their war formation. The players call it a lifestyle. Thank you, Kevin Papa.
And that play was handled by number 21, Andrew Frollo. Frollo, just like Will Terrell, another standout player for the Panthers this year. He's been responsible for a number of big plays throughout the course of the season.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for Franklin.
3rd and 7 for the Panthers. And they'll line up in the spread with Bianchetto in the shotgun. He unloads.
He's going to get that to, that's Kyle Walsh.
Oh, go.
Kyle
go,
Walsh.
Kyle. Oh, nice cut back. Oh, and a fumble.
Fumble and a recovery.
So Quacky came down, followed Walsh all the way down to about the 26-yard line.
About the 26, yep.
And he came in from behind and hammered the ball out of Walsh's hands, and then it was recovered.
It was recovered by Chase Kirakopoulos, who swoops in to recover that ball for the Panthers. So he shows up at the right place at the right time, and Franklin will have the ball on Methuen's 23-yard line.
And it looks like they're going to go back to that war formation. It's like a reverse wishbone now looking at it from this angle.
Looks like a truncated T.
Yeah. And they just run it right ahead. They'll get to the 20, pick up 3.
Quarterback keep number 7, Will Terrell.
And Terrell is the one in at quarterback in this war formation. Number 7.
Clock continuing to wind down in this first quarter. We've got 5 minutes and 1 second left to go in the first quarter.
Coach Todd Kiley on the Franklin side signaling in the plays. Coach Kiley in his first year at Franklin.
He's done a fantastic job.
He's done a great job. Double wing formation this time. Double handoff. And Franklin's going to get that inside. That's Julian Rampino, Chris, who gets inside the 10 with the first down. Thought that was Rampino. Was Sidwell.
There were quite a few handoffs, so it would be easy to get those numbers confused. So Franklin knocking on Methuen's door right now.
First and goal from the 8 for the Panthers. Terrell's still in there at quarterback, double wing.
And
fakes the toss to Sidwell.
Yeah, there were a couple of passes there, and the ball wound up going to Frollo.
And looks like we've got a Methuen player down.
Yes,
Chris.
we do.
And the trainer will come out. So Frollo picked up, it looks like he didn't pick up anything. If anything, a half a yard, it'll be second and goal.
Yeah, he didn't gain much out of it.
No.
So right now we're just waiting to find out the team number of the Methuen player who's down on the ground. Got both the coach and the Methuen athletic trainer out there.
To the boys soccer team who won the MVC 3 league title. This is the first league title since 1985. Let's hear it for the Methuen High School boys soccer team.
So while we're waiting for this, we're also hearing about the Methuen boys soccer team.
Who won they won their league title, the Merrimack Valley Conference.
Nice.
MVC.
And I would like to point out that football is not the only game that for Franklin that's being held tonight. The Franklin High varsity volleyball team is playing against Newton North tonight. Last time we heard they had lost the first set, but they were winning in the second set. So we'll have to find out what's going on with them. Hopefully things have improved for them.
Terrell keeps it. Goes right up the middle. He's going to be short. Gets down to, it looks like the 3 where it will be third down for the Panthers.
4 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
That'll bring up third down in
Chris, you
4.
see the light flashing on the side of the building over there?
I can now, but not when I'm
That's really
not when I'm focused.
My ADD is really kicking in. I
Nope,
keep
that
looking at
ain't
that
that's
light.
not you.
Yeah.
On your feet, Ranger fans, big third down.
So Franklin on the 4-yard line.
Again in that double wing. Terrell keeps it, turns up, and he's in.
He gets in.
Touchdown, Panthers. 6-0 Franklin.
Number 7, Will Terrell.
A Franklin Panthers touchdown. So Franklin is the first team to put points on the board. 3:19 left to go in the first quarter, and Franklin aiming for the extra point here. That's a low kick. That's a low hit extra point, but
still
it is
good.
good nonetheless. So Franklin will take a 7-0 lead here.
Franklin Panthers 7.
Nice job by the Panthers coming back, stopping the Rangers in their own end, and then heading 73 yards to score and take the 7-0 lead with 3:19 left in the first quarter. They survived that fumble, Chris,
Yes,
that
they
knock
did.
away.
We are hearing the Methuen High marching band off
Yep.
in the distance. They're just as good as the Franklin High marching band, so Franklin getting ready for the kickoff here.
Kicking off for the Panthers, number 29, Owen Assam.
Owen Hassan
Rangers, number 2, Shane
with the
Easton.
kick here, and here we go.
With the wind,
A big boot.
down to the 4, yeah. Oh, nice
Ooh.
hit, but he keeps going.
Kudos to him. He's going to
Yeah.
get at least another yard or two out of that after that first big hit.
That was Eason, number 2, Shane Eason, who brought it back the 16 yards. Actually 17, they're going to mark it at the 21.
Rangers will take over, 1st and 10. From their own 21-yard line.
So for those of you that are just tuning in, you are watching Franklin High football on Franklin TV, on Franklin Pride TV, both on cable and on YouTube. We are on the road at Methuen High School tonight for
Nothing's
this.
doing in Methuen. Thank you. I wrote that poem. That courtesy of my uncle. Pitch outside. That's Eason. Tries to get behind a blocker.
Ooh.
Cuts it back. And he's on his horse. Being
Gets
chased
by the
down.
50-yard.
And then Terrell lays a shoulder into him around the 41-yard line. The Panther 41-yard line.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
But that'll be good.
So he picks up
First down.
29, 49, 48 yards on that run. See that? Math in my head.
I'm going to just say a lot.
Yeah. That was math in my head, Chris. That's what it was. No fingers involved, no toes.
No calculators either.
No, I couldn't. I didn't want to take my gloves off.
Can't say I blame you on that front. So 1st and 10 on the Franklin 41.
Fakes the handoff. And Danella keeps it. He gets outside and gets down to the 35, 34, 35. They're going to mark it at 2nd down.
Pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
2.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
For the Rangers from the Franklin 35-yard line.
At least with this win, we can say that it feels like November.
Yeah, handoff, inside handoff.
Ball carrier number 2.
There's a flag there,
Flag
I
on the
think,
play.
came in. Eason will be close to the first down, but we'll see what this penalty
There's a flag
is.
on the play.
Normally comes in, that came in, there would be holding there.
Personal foul.
No, face mask. That's going to be the 15-yard variety, the personal foul variety. So that'll go from the 32 down to the 17. It'll give Methuen a first down. And Chris, I just got some news from Newton,
From the Franklin 12-yard line.
and it's not what we want to hear. Unfortunately, the volleyball team season ends losing 3 sets to none.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, too bad. They had a great year.
They did have a great year.
Danella fakes the pitch, then keeps it himself, gets down to the 13. Pickup of
Down the play by
5.
number 9, Cole Sidwell.
Actually, they're going to mark him short, going to mark
The volleyball
14.
The volleyball team started off their tournament winning the first 2 games in their tournament. The round of 32 happened out in Mansfield, and then the round of 18 happened. Round of 16 happened back at home. So the round of 8 winds up being the end of the line for them.
Eason on the far side, and he gets taken down.
On the carry, number 2, Shane Eason.
And that tackle was, I
Pushed out of
believe,
bounds by
Duffy.
Number 6, John Duffy.
Yeah, number 6. I got that number right, finally. Only took 11 minutes of game time.
It could be worse. It could have been 3 hours.
It could have
For the
been.
Rangers from the Franklin 10-yard line.
So 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, long 3, short 4 for Methuen. Inside handoff to Eason. Eason will pick up the first down, get inside the 5, where he gets stopped at about the 3.
And there's 33 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah,
See how that symmetry worked out, Jay?
very good. It will, 1st and goal. Eason
He's trying to force himself
looks like
in.
he gets stopped short.
Yes.
They're going to come in. It looks like they're going to mark it short of the goal line.
Number 2, Shane Eason on the carry.
And it looks like the quarter will end up running out as we go to 2nd down. Yeah, that's the end of the first quarter. So Methuen will come
And that's the
just
end
short
the
of
first quarter.
100
Score, the
yards
Franklin
down the
Panthers 7,
field
Methuen Rangers 0.
to have 2nd and goal from about the 1, with Franklin leading 7-0. Good first quarter for the Panthers, Chris.
Yes, it was. And that's well, that can't really be much that can be said on my end about anything, because all I can say is that Franklin was able to fend off a fumble, and by avoiding that fumble, they were able to pick up their first 7 points. So
Yeah.
It could very well be a few minutes before Methuen gets their first points on the board, but we'll have to see what Franklin's defense is capable of here. So 2nd and 1 coming up
Yeah.
at the start of the second quarter. Franklin leading the game by a score of 7-0, but Methuen knocking on Franklin's door here.
Goal for the Rangers.
So 2nd down and goal from the 1 as the referee blows play in. Danella hands off to Eason, who gets hit right at the 1 yard line and then spins to his left, and he gets in for the touchdown, making the score 7-6 with the extra point to follow.
So that didn't take much for Methuen to score their first points of the game. All he had to do was spin his way into the end zone. So Methuen now going for the extra point here.
Hisham
Extra point for the Rangers, number 38, Hisham Abatui.
Abatui.
And that extra point is going to be good.
Extra point is good.
So 7-7 as the teams come back up the field. 11:57 left in the first half. And as you would expect, between 8 and 9 seeds, our scores tied at 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a shout out for the Methuen High School varsity cheerleaders. Let's hear for senior captain Abby Mendez, senior captain Jackie Plug, senior captain Noel Keneally, senior captain Ava Diodati, senior Mackenzie Soares, senior Leah Hilario, junior Emma Wanga, junior Gabriela Laporta, junior Alexis Phillips, junior Valerie Abrego, junior Krista Caverly.
So Methuen about to get underway with their kick here.
Junior Julia Harris.
And here we go.
With the wind.
Boom. That one's going to go into the
Yeah.
end zone. So that'll bring the Panthers automatically out to the 20-yard line.
Let's hear it for the Methuen High School varsity cheerleaders. Franklin will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
See if Franklin sticks with. Now they're going to go, at least on this play, back to the spread
Yeah.
with being Keto in.
He's going to hand it off, and Franklin with a charging play right here. They're going to make it out to at least the 25.
Yeah, I think they're going to mark it at the 25. It'll be 2nd and 5. Frollo with the pickup there of 5 yards.
Gain of 5 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5 from the Franklin 25-yard line.
Coach Kiley signaling in the plays. Shotgun formation here.
2nd and 5, and the snap.
Frollo again. Frollo picks up 1, maybe 2. It'll be third down.
On the carry for Franklin, number 21, Andrew Frollo. Taken down on the play by number 58, Vinny DeMaio.
3rd and 3. DeMaio on the tackle for Methuen.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for Franklin.
Ten and a half minutes left in the first half.
Score all knotted up at 7.
Frollo again.
He's going to be taken down very quickly after that.
Yeah. Frollo gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even lost a yard there.
Andrew Frollo, and in on the tackle for the Rangers, number 58, Vinny DeMaio.
DeMaio with the 2nd tackle of this series.
That'll bring up
And
4th
it looks
down and
like
4
the
for
punt
Franklin.
team is going to come in for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Now, Franklin here will be punting in.
To the win.
Strong win.
Back to punt for Franklin, number 65, Hayden Riley.
Say what, Chris? The wind is at 75 miles an hour?
You trying to make it sound worse than it is?
Yes.
Well,
That's
don't.
That punch short goes out of bounds at the 45, the Franklin 45. So only a punt of about 20 yards or so.
See,
But again, into that strong, you may be able to hear the breeze.
now it's fairly strong.
Yeah.
Not like it's blowing anyone or anything over, but it's still enough to be noticeable here.
It's close. I'm uncomfortable.
And it's not like it's a tornado or anything.
9:25 left as Methuen takes over, led by number 6, Josh Danella, the junior quarterback.
I mean, hey, it could always be snowing right now.
Flea flicker open.
He's really
and he
deep, but it's going to be
overthrows
overthrown.
him.
Yep.
The intended receiver was number 13, Adrian Blake,
Intended for number 13, Adrian Blake.
but it was incomplete. He had him. If he could have put that pass in there, but again, the wind is extremely strong. That's a touch pass, and it was very hard with this wind.
2nd and 10.
That's going to be
Flag on the play.
offsides against Franklin on that far side. The lineman
2nd down and 5 for the Rangers.
crossed into the neutral zone, and that's an automatic penalty flag there. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Rangers. Of course, that pizza looks good, except it would be quite cold by the time we got up here. Eason again with the run. Man, he's got some good moves, and is he fast? He cuts back
He's
again.
weaving.
He gets inside the 10 down to about the 8, and he gets a first down here.
That was some very impressive weaving there.
Number 4, Ryan Kennelly. And that'll be good for a Ranger. First down.
So first and goal for Methuen with the score tied at 7, 8.5 minutes left. Danella takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, goes over the left side, and he stopped.
Number 6, Josh
Maybe
Danella.
picks up a yard, maybe.
If that, yeah.
Yeah, and it'll make it 2nd and goal from right about the same place. We'll call it the 8 again.
2nd down and goal for the Rangers.
So 2nd and 8. And the snap.
decent, and he'll get in there.
He gets in there very, very easily.
Yeah, he was touched a couple of times, but nothing serious. Never in danger of going down, Chris, and that'll make the score 13-7 Methuen.
Methuen scores their second touchdown and within like a 5-minute period here?
Yeah. Yeah, a little over 5. Interesting. This will mean nothing to anybody, but an interesting the way the referees line up on an extra point. Totally different than what we're used to. Whistle there.
Flag on the play.
Ball start against Methuen.
Wow.
Penalty against the Rangers.
So that'll send them back 5. It'll be extra point tried from the 8. They've got the win, so the 5 yards really shouldn't make a difference. And that's up
And it'll be good.
more than enough.
So Methuen doubles their lead with 7 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in
Yep.
the first half.
The Franklin Panthers 7.
So 14-7.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a shout out and a big congratulations to Chloe Pickett for being named the NVC D2 Player of the Year in field hockey. Let's hear it for our
Keep waiting, Chris, for them to give us a shout out.
I don't even think that they know that we're here.
Well,
kicking off
I
the
could make a
Rangers,
scene.
Hisham Abutwi.
They'd probably drag you out.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Back to receive for Franklin, number
And the
5,
ball falls to the
number
ground
6,
due to the wind. So they got to reset the position of the ball. Saw that happen quite a few times during the Milford game. Hopefully that ball stays up. Here we go.
Yeah.
And that ball's going to go into the end zone, so that's going to bring the Panthers out to the 20-yard line.
So Franklin will take over. First time trailing in tonight's game, 14-7. See if they send out Terrell or Bianchetto. Which offense?
And the Panthers
Someone
will
saying
go
hello to Alex.
from the
And it's going to be Terrell coming out in that war formation. With Sidwell the wing on the near side, Frollo the wing on the far side. Frollo in motion, pitch to him, handoff back to Sid. Sid gets through 2-3 defenders. He gets to the 50.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, that was a great run. He had someone on his back from like the 40 on. The last 10 yards, he dragged a Methuen player.
Alex Santiago.
Santiago was the player he carried, but it
Panthers from the
gives
50.
Franklin the first down.
Clock continuing to move here. 7 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the first half.
Someone should open a store. 7-Eleven or something like that. Frollo
there's-
again in motion. He gets the pitch, cuts it inside. He's going to pick up. Well, they're going to give him one.
Maybe a yard or two.
Yeah, it looked like he might have got 2, but it was so congested. It's so hard to see.
Stopped on the play by
Especially when you're at field level. It's a little easier. We've got a player down, a Methuen player.
Another Methuen player, yep.
Yeah.
That's number 4.
Yeah, number 4, which is Makai
officials timeout.
Lumsden. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that.
Which
My
one?
apologies. Number 4.
Let's see. What do we got here?
Also,
Mackay Lumsden, I would think.
yeah, number 16 for Methuen was very slow getting up. Players sitting up at least.
Wind's bugging me now, Jay.
It is, yeah. It's kind of changed directions. It's almost blowing right into us, Chris.
It's trying to knock me over. I'm light enough for it.
2nd and 9. Sid goes in motion, gets the pitch, cuts it back, gets down to the 43-yard line.
43 roughly, 44.
Yeah, so to make it 3rd and 3. And we'll hit the 6-minute mark here. The referee, the umpire in the middle, is trying to hold the ball in place as the wind keeps rolling it away. A wait for the center to come up and grab the ball. Terrell under center. Sid in motion. Sid gets the pitch. He takes it again, cuts it, and he'll be stopped. I think they're going to give him to the 41, Chris. No, 42.
42.
So to make it 4th and 2.
That'll bring up 4th down and 2.
Coach Kiley
On your feet, Ranger fans.
calling the play from the far side. 5 minutes left. Again, that war formation, Sid on our side, Frollo on the far side, Terrell under center, Frollo. Oh, double handoff.
Nice.
It gets to Sid. Sid's gone. Get in there.
He gets in. Wow.
So Cole Sidwell from the 42 scampers all the way into the end zone on that double handoff. Terrell handed it off to Frollo. Frollo gave it back to Sidwell. Sidwell cut right up the middle and was able to scamper 42 yards for the touchdown. Makes it 14-13. Franklin will kick the extra point.
Extra point attempt by number 29, Owen Assam.
And the extra point is good.
Assam with that extra point makes it 14-14.
Your score, Methuen Rangers 14, the Franklin Panthers 14.
So Franklin not shying away from a challenge here, as with that touchdown, they are able to tie it all up at 14. With 4 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in this first half. That's a lot of force to read on the scoreboard, Jay.
That is, Chris. Better you than me.
High school marching band show as they present their 2024 season show entitled How to Train Your Dragon.
Chris, we have that to look forward to. Halftime show, How to Train Your Dragon by the Methuen Marching Band.
Won't be able to show that. Won't be able to show that for the broadcast.
No, we'll give a report though.
Yes, that
Being
that
the
we can do.
journalist that we are.
Who said anything about journalism?
I did. You heard me.
So Franklin getting ready for their kickoff here. And again, they're kicking into some heavy wind here.
Yeah.
It's gotten heavier since the start of the game, so.
Number 1, Joshua Quacky.
Hopefully the wind doesn't throw me off too much.
Onside kick.
They're
Nice bounce. Don't touch it. Now get it. Let's see who gets the ball. I think it's going to be Methuen.
I think
ball.
it was Methuen. They dropped on it first. And Methuen does get it.
The referees, I think, are discussing. They may have had an illegal touch there. I don't know if it hit the Franklin player. There was a beanbag tossed on the field, which would normally indicate an illegal touch.
Interesting.
From the 50-yard line.
But it appears they've waved that off. But let's see, the referees are talking about it. And they're just going to move on. So from the 50, Methuen will take over 1st and 10. Danella hands it off to Eason.
Eason trying to get move a little more forward there, but they're gonna. Franklin's gonna push him out at the 45-yard line.
Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 for the Rangers from the Franklin 45-yard line.
Second and 5 for the Rangers in Franklin territory for the 3rd time tonight. Check that, 4th time.
And Methuen just doing what they can
Eason
to bounce around the Franklin
looks like
defense.
he was stopped short of the 1st down. Let's see where they mark it. That referee standing short of the 40, which is where they've got to get. So this should be 3rd and less than 1.
3rd and inches.
Yeah.
I'd say about
Down in inches.
maybe 6 inches there, possibly a few more.
Yeah. Quick snap there.
He gets it
Eason
easily.
Yeah. Eason picks up 7 yards, and he's still moving forward. And now they kill it. He picks up 9 yards. There'll be a 1st down. Oh,
Down on the play.
they thought that Franklin had stripped the ball.
1st down.
Coach Kiley asking the official on the far side about that. And Coach Kiley's out in the middle of the field, and he just got a flag.
There is a flag on the play.
That's unfortunate.
Well, you can't come out in the field. I think Coach was asking about that the team thought they had stripped the ball. I saw the Franklin players pointing that it was Franklin ball, and Coach Kiley wanted an explanation. And they were just moving on. Coach is following. We'll see what this flag is for. And now the referee's going over to talk again to Coach Kiley. So the flag could be for a couple of things. It could be a sideline warning, which you could just give a warning and there'd be no yards. It could be unsportsmanlike, which is 15 yards. It could be a sideline penalty. The first one, if you don't do the warning, go right to the penalty, is a 5-yard penalty. I've got to think there'll be some yardage, Chris, because Coach Kiley was almost out to midfield.
I'm starting to feel like I'm hearing the wind more than I'm hearing your voice here, Jay.
Yeah, the wind really kicking up.
Yes. And not in a tolerable sense.
No.
So they're still having a chat with Coach Kiley.
So we'll see what the call is.
I couldn't hear a bit of that, could
He
you?
said the signal was for a sideline warning,
Gotcha.
and it's going to be no yardage.
Sideline warning against Franklin. First down and 10 for the Rangers.
First and 10 for the Rangers. Eason takes the handoff and
He's
picks,
going to be forced out.
yeah, picks up 5 or 6 yards there.
Shot of bounds by number 7, Will Terrell.
Score 14-14, 2.5 minutes left.
Gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up
Second and
down
4.
for the Rangers from the Franklin 25-yard line.
As the ball got blown away. Eason again. Picks up 2, and he gets stopped after picking up 2. Looks like it's down to the 23,
Taken down the play by number 10.
and it'll make it 3rd and 3.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 3
I guess they
for the
marked him at
Rangers.
the 24. Eason again. Eason gets through the line untouched. Gets
Oh,
down to the 15-yard line.
Shane Eason on the carry.
I believe that was Andrew Frollo.
that was number.
Frollo.
Yes, it was. For some reason, I thought it was number 31.
You know what, Chris? It was 31. Now looking out there, Nate Walsh who made that tackle.
Gotcha.
First and 10 for the
Well, I thought I heard Farlow too, but
Well, the PA guy said Frollo, but I thought it was 31 as well. First and 10 from the 15. Danella gets stopped in the backfield.
Taken down the play by number 5, Alex Weber.
a
Weber.
minute and 9 left to go in the half.
Second down and 11 for the Rangers.
Less than a minute, Chris. Looks like 2nd and 11.
Yes.
Eason again to the right side.
And he comes very close to getting within 5 yards.
Gets that. They mark him out at the
Shot of bounds on the
8.
play by number 4, Ryan Kennelly.
Kennelly pushed him out.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Rangers.
Going to have a timeout. Methuen with 42 seconds left. Chris, I can tell you
What's that?
that when I get in my car,
Yep.
the heat will be on high.
I'll be doing almost the same thing.
And the seat warmer will be on.
But hey, I mean,
I might even curl up into a ball till I warm up.
little fetal position.
Yes.
But hey, it could always be worse. We covered a game at Zavarian. No, yes, Zavarian High School a number of years back, where it was raining and freezing at the same time.
Was that the one where we were standing in puddles all night?
Yeah, standing
on top of the press box.
Standing on the roof of the press box. Yep, that was harsh.
Yeah, and Zavarian won by like 40-0.
Yeah,
it was a huge blowout.
But even that didn't compare to the Thanksgiving Day football game that we had at Franklin High prior to COVID. You remember that one?
Yeah. Change. Eason takes it, and
he's trying to force his way in.
Short.
Number 2, Shane Eason.
Not sure why the referees killed it after that play. It wasn't a first down, but now they've got a timeout.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving Day football game, I think it was back in 2019. It was either 18 or 19. That year was horrible.
I repped in Westwood that day. I didn't do the Franklin game.
Yeah.
I had Holliston, actually Coach Cogley, against Westwood. And Holliston was much better than Westwood that day. The Westwood coach said, if you guys stop the clock, I will come onto the field and hit you. We had maybe 20 fans in the stands to start the game. By halftime, everybody was gone. It was so cold.
Yeah.
That was... There were teams that moved their games to like that Tuesday night of that week.
Yeah,
because it was a little warmer.
Yeah, we definitely spent that the day or so before Thanksgiving that year, wondering if the same thing was going to happen. But for better or worse, Tom Angelo, who was the athletic director at that time, decided to keep it on Thanksgiving Day. So that's what we did. We tried our best to be prepared for that game, but it was still like ice cold that day.
Eason. Oh, looks like he stopped short. And we'll have a timeout. Methuen will use their last timeout with 17 seconds left.
Timeout Rangers.
Good job by the Franklin defense there.
So going back to that Thanksgiving Day game, I remember it being so cold that day that in between every single play, I would walk away from my camera for like 5 seconds and then walk back just to try to keep myself warm.
Yeah.
And then when it came to halftime, I just told everyone on the crew, go into the building.
Yeah.
Let's warm up for 10 minutes.
Yeah, those games couldn't have gotten over faster.
Yes.
Tonight, it's not temperature-wise. It's not
bad.
cold. It's
just
the
windy.
wind is, and it's a chilly wind.
It's a windy wind. So
Eason gets it
Methuen
again.
trying to get in, and he does.
And he's in.
So Methuen breaks through the Franklin defense and puts themselves back ahead, making the score 20-14 with 13 seconds left to go in the first half.
Chris, look at the lights. Tell me if that's rain. Yeah, it is. I just felt it on my face.
Is it?
Yeah, it's starting to rain.
Yeah, I'm seeing something going on here, but
that's what we need. You know, the wind 50 miles an hour. We need some rain in the mix.
No, I don't think that's not rain.
And the
Extra
extra point is good.
point is good.
15 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The score. Rangers 21.
No, that's not rain. I don't know what it is, but thankfully it's not rain.
It's not pollen.
Actually, you know what? I just felt it too.
Yeah.
God, I hate it when I'm wrong.
Or do you hate when I'm right?
But thankfully, the rain is coming at it's coming at us in a way where it's not hitting a lot of our camera gear, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Kicking off for the Rangers, number 38, Hisham Abutwi.
The wind's kicked up, obviously. They had to be
Yeah.
held.
I was having a hard time following the
Yeah,
ball.
we got a flag. I'm going to guess where that is. That may have been a block in the back where that is. The flag is on the field. 6 seconds left.
Let the scoreboard go. No, they can't do that.
Yeah, it was a block in the back.
Penalty against the Panthers.
Yeah, Chris, that's rain.
Yeah, that is rain. Yep.
Yeah.
Boy, do I hate being wrong all the time.
I'm going to guess the Panthers will take a knee here. But you never know.
They probably will. Only 6 seconds left to go in the
They're
half.
lining up like they'll take a knee, and yes, they do. And that'll allow the first half to run out. 21-14 is our score. So I think, Chris, we're going to take a quick break here.
Yeah, so we're going to take a very quick break here. Methuen leading the game by a score of 21-14. Second. Welcome back for the start of the second half of this varsity football matchup where your Franklin Panthers are on the road to Methuen High School for this round of 32 matchup against the Methuen Rangers. We are at
round of 16.
Round of 16?
Yes.
I thought it was 32.
No. But that's all right.
That's all right. It's the first tournament game.
It's the first round in football. Football only has 16
Gotcha.
teams in each division. And Chris, I'm happy to report it did not snow at halftime.
That's a relief.
Yeah, thought it might. It was so cold.
Kicking off of the Rangers, number 38.
No one will find this hard to believe, but I hid in a corner between two walls trying to warm up.
No one would
little
find
bit.
that hard to believe, Jay. Least of all me.
Right. So Franklin will get the ball, and they're going with the wind. So this kick will be into the wind. Low kick.
Not a bad kick there by
No,
Methuen.
no. Nice return. Flag.
And a flag on the play.
Number 5, Alex Weber.
So not a bad way for the Panthers. I mean, pending what happens with the flag.
Face mask. So it's going to be a face mask.
So you can hear the wind on the PA system. That's how bad it is out here.
So they called that on Franklin.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, had to be a hold. Wasn't a face mask.
First down and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
Okay, number 85 on the
So we'll see what happens here for the Panthers on 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line.
Bit of flag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2. Delay a game, Chris, against the Panthers.
That's not good either.
Delay of game against the Panthers.
So it's going to make it 1st and 15.
First down and 15 for Franklin.
The hits just keep on coming.
I did not see the referee go up with his hand.
On the carry for Franklin, number 21,
Good eight.
Andrew Frollo.
I think Duffy is
Second down
limping
play by number
off the
15,
field.
Vincent Jimenez.
So Franklin
No gain on
comes
the
out
play.
in their
Second down
spread
and 10 for
offense with being Keto at quarterback. Back to pass, and he rolls to his left.
He's
and
going
leads.
for a deep throw. That's going
And
to be
that's
intercepted.
intercepted.
That's a big play for Methuen right there.
Yeah, that was a tough throw for Bianchetto across his body. And he kind of did it, Chris, as he kind of hopped in the air off his right foot,
Yeah.
trying to make something happen.
So Methuen is going to take over
Rangers
Yeah.
will take
on
over
their
first down
own
and 10
47, I believe.
Yeah,
from their own
first and 10.
47-yard line.
Eason on the run. Hold. It's gonna come back.
Number 2, Shane Eason.
There's going to be a hold
There is a flag on the play.
on number 17.
Holden. Methuen. 10-yard penalty.
Holding against the Rangers.
So to make it 1st and 11, as you repeat the down.
That'll bring up 1st down and 11 for the Rangers from their own 46-yard line.
Eason on the far side, cuts it up, picks up 7,
Number 2,
8
Shane
yards.
Eason on the carry.
He's going to get past the 50-yard line, so that's going to get the ball at the Franklin 47-yard line.
So to bring up a 2nd and 4, Chris.
Yes.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Rangers.
10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
From the Franklin
Only 10?
47-yard line.
Danella hands it off to Eason, and
Number 2,
I
Shane
think
Eason
they're going to
up the
give
middle.
him the 1st down.
Taken down on the play by number 4, Ryan Kennelly.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be very close.
I think they're going to go 3rd and 1.
That'll bring up 3rd down and short for the Rangers.
Oop, that's going to be an offside.
They got the Panthers to jump with the hard cadence call,
First down.
and it'll make it 1st down at the 39.
That'll bring up 1st down and 10 for the Rangers.
And just when we thought we were
From
done with the
Franklin
wind.
39
Yeah.
yard line.
Eason again.
He's going to get a couple of
Jameson
yards
on
out of this
Yeah.
one.
That may be his shortest run of the night.
On the tackle for Franklin, number 5, Alex Weber. Second down and 8 for the Rangers.
2nd and 8 on Franklin's 37.
False start! That's a false start. These refs are fucking awful.
There we go. Now we've got a flag. False start.
5-yard penalty.
But it looked like he had a player had committed a false start prior to that flag. That's what you kind of heard the yelling about.
Yeah.
As Franklin was pointing and calling for a false start.
Second down and 12 for the Rangers.
So 2nd and 12, ball on the Franklin 42 as
Eason gets
Methuen
it.
is going to be stopped at the 40-yard line.
Number 2, Shane Eason on the carry. Taken down on the play by number 7, Will Terrell.
Right personnel, right personnel.
Third down and 11 from the Franklin 40-yard line.
3rd and 11. First time they've had Methuen in a tough spot in a while. Danella back to pass. He fakes it, hands off.
Oh, ooh, almost taken
Oh.
down. He's going to dodge a couple of tackles.
Number 17.
He eventually
Kevin
gets
Dennison on the
taken
carry.
down where to make it 4th down at the 35, I believe.
So it's going to be a gain of 4.
Yeah, so to make it 4th and 6.
Fourth down and about 6 for the Rangers from the Franklin 35.
Another. Oh, that.
Nice fake there.
Yeah, we got to walk in the back. This is going to come back, Chris.
Is it?
Chris, it's going to come back.
But there is a flag on the play. Taken down the play by number 8, Julian Rampino.
Looks like they called a hold, but no, should be from the 35.
So a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah,
Wow.
for a hold.
And hold it in the offense. Still fourth down.
4th and 16 here.
15 for the Rangers.
They're going to quick kick it here, Chris. Yeah.
It's going to
That hit
stop
his,
at
that
roughly
hit
the
his leg. Should be at the 17. That's where it hit him.
It'll be marked at the 15.
Should be at the 17 or 18. It bounced off his leg and then went
Ladies and
backwards.
gentlemen, it's time for a shout out and a big
Shout out, Chris.
congratulations to the
I have a
boys
shout out to
players,
cameraman
Andy
Chris
Rodriguez
Flynn.
and Dylan Gavin, for being selected to play
You give
for
me
the
way
Eastern
too much
Mass
credit, Jay.
All-Star Boys Soccer
It's
Game.
just the two of us
Let's
here,
hear it
so.
for Andy Rodriguez and Dylan Gavin.
Yeah, the Franklin faithful are on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
First and 10 for the Panthers.
Terrell back in under center. They'll go back to that war formation. Frollo, I believe that is. Yep. Picks up 4.
That's number 9.
Or Sidwell.
Number 9,
Sidwell.
Sidwell on the carry.
Just testing you,
Taking
Chris.
down the play, number 58, Vinny DeMeo.
Thankfully, I'm fairly familiar with Andrew Farlow's team number, which is 21.
Second
So
down and 6 for Franklin.
I'm fairly bad at seeing the numbers. Terrell, again under center. And I
Number
believe
21,
the Panthers are
Andrew
going to get a
Frollo.
few yards out of
Yeah.
this one. Yep, that's Farlow right there.
brings up a 3rd and 2.
Under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Methuen leading this game by a score of 21 to
Third down and
14.
3 for the Panthers.
Sidwell goes in motion and a screen
Ooh.
pass. And that was read perfectly by Methuen.
Pass is complete to number 8, Julian Rampino. Taken down by number 4, Makai Lumsden.
Lumsden with the tackle, he read that perfectly
Yeah.
and was able to sniff out that screen right away. It actually, a loss of 4, it'll bring up 4th and 6, and Franklin will line up to punt. 4 minutes left. Nice boot. Helps when you have the wind. Let it roll. Let it roll. Roll, baby, roll.
That'll stop at about the 33, 32-yard line.
32, that's a 48-yard punt there for Franklin.
The Rangers will take over first down and 10 from their own 33-yard line.
Chris, the good news is it's the heat, not the humidity, that'll get to you. First and 10 for the Rangers, leading 21-14, 3:39 left in the
First and
third
10 for the
quarter.
Rangers.
Jay Horrigan and Chris Flynn bringing you this game from Methuen High School on Franklin TV.
And Franklin's able
job.
to take them down.
Takes Eason down, either for
Second down
no
play by
gain.
number 10, Chris Iannelli.
Make it second and 10.
No gain on the play, second down and 10.
Oh, that
fumble.
ball's going to be
It's on
dropped.
the ground.
And that's going to be a massive tackle.
Yeah,
Methuen able to recover the ball, but not before a major, major loss of
and
yardage
we have a
there.
timeout, I think, by Franklin.
Franklin. That's his first time out.
So to
Timeout,
bring up
Franklin.
third and a cab ride. One thing where it might be worth it to use a timeout in this situation, Chris, if they could stop them here on third and force them,
22.
force them to punt into the wind before they get the wind in the fourth quarter. Methuen will have the wind in the fourth quarter.
So third and 22. Wow. On Methuen's own 21-yard line. 2:52 left to go in the third quarter. They go for a short throw.
Eason's going to get the first down and then
He's going
some.
to get the first down and then some.
Oh, and a missed tackle. Woo. Gets down inside the 30, down to the 28. 28, Franklin's 28 for first down.
And that'll be good for a Ranger. First down.
That Eason he's going to have well over 100 yards rushing tonight. Danella keeps it this time. Pickup of 8, it'll bring second and 2.
Josh Danella on the carry.
Again, this is a matchup between 8 and 9 seeds. Methuen being the 8 seed, Franklin the 9. Both coming into this game 7 and 1.
Second down and 4 for the Rangers.
They mark that ball a little further back. It'll be second and 4 for Methuen.
Oh, and that
Another
ball's going to
missed
be dropped.
handoff.
But
Went
not
off. Yeah, went off Eason's hip, and then he fell on it. Another loss there on that play.
but not nearly as big as what happened
No.
about 10 minutes ago.
No. Minute and a half left in the third quarter.
Third down and 8 for the Rangers.
Eason's going to get first down and then some. Sid has a hold of him, ends up tackling him, and then there's a flag.
There is a flag on the play. Taken down the play by
It's
number
going to
9,
go
Cole
against Franklin.
Sidwell.
I think you're going to have like an unnecessary roughness. See what they signal.
Personal foul. I think the offense, number 2.
Actually,
Personal foul against the Rangers.
so it's against.
It's actually against Methuen, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, they called it against Eason. So we're going to go back 15 from there. Should still be a first down, I believe. It's not. It's going to it brings it behind the chain. 3rd and 2. So it was after the play. So it was after the play.
Rangers.
So it was a first down. And then after the play was the penalty, was a dead ball penalty. So they had gotten the first down. And then the flag came out. So it's a first down from the 20.
That'll bring up first down and 10 for the Rangers from the Franklin 20-yard line.
Less than a minute left. Eason
Wow.
is stopped for no
James
gain.
Terry. Taken down on the play by number 52, Kevin Lawler, and number 9, Cole Sidwell.
They should have to run one more play because that play ended with about 46 seconds left on the clock.
Second down and 10 for the Rangers.
13 seconds left to go. And the fake.
Danella keeps it himself,
Number 6, Josh Danella
gets in right around the 15, where it'll be 3rd and 5, but that'll be the end of the
on the
third
carry.
quarter,
And that's the end
Chris.
of the third quarter. Your score, Methuen Rangers 21, the Franklin Panthers 14.
So Methuen leading this game by a score of 21-14. Franklin with 12 more minutes to try to tie this game up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What are you hoping to see in this fourth quarter, Jay?
to the girls soccer players,
I
Courtney
want to,
Pickles and Kiera Fitzpatrick
you know, if
for
you
being
could
selected
keep
to the Eastern Mass All-Star
Methuen
Girls
here
Soccer
to
Team.
maybe a field goal
Let's
attempt,
hear it for Courtney Pickles
and you go
Kiera
down 10
Fitzpatrick.
instead of 14, and then see what the offense can do. They're going to be going against the wind, which is going to make it difficult for them to run their spread offense. They may have to stick with that running package.
The running game has been working wonders for Methuen tonight. So.
Yeah. Well, it's for the most part all number 2 Eason has the vast majority of their yards.
So start of the fourth quarter here at Nicholson Stadium in Methuen, Mass.
From the Franklin 15-yard line.
Danford Field. A lot of names here. Danella keeps it, and
Quarterback keep
he's
number
going to be
6,
stopped
Josh Danella.
short by about a yard, and it'll bring up 4th and 1. We'll see what Methuen does. I'm going to guess they're going to line up and try to pick this yard up.
Yeah, 4th and 1, they're going for it.
New play coming in from the sideline. Danella looks over, shouts instructions to his line. And now we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout, Rangers.
They're going to discuss what to do here. And it looks like they're going to kick or attempt to kick a field goal here. And then put it in the hands of their defense.
Fourth down and short for the Rangers.
Oh, they didn't. They sent the field goal team off. They're going to run a play.
And he's able to
He's
run
going
it
to go
in.
in untouched. Eason with another touchdown. Makes the score 27-14. That Eason is one heck of a football player.
He's a tough kid.
Yeah.
The extra point for the Rangers, number 38, Hisham Abutwi.
So Methuen going for the extra point here. And it is good.
And the extra point is good.
So just over 11 minutes left here from Methuen. The score is Methuen 28 and Franklin 14.
So it may only be a two-possession game at this point, Jay, but Methuen has made it definitely more difficult for Franklin to try to catch up here.
Well, Franklin needs 14 points, and they've only scored 14 points through 3 quarters. So it is a huge uphill battle for them. But we've seen Franklin play and be able to work on this stuff. They've had a great year, and it would not shock me to see them score 2 quick touchdowns.
We'll just have to see if they can break through Methuen's defense as the kickoff happens. Ooh, and he's
That's a
gonna be
good
taken
start.
down. Yeah, he'll be taken down at about the 36, 37-yard line. So yeah, he caught that around the 10-yard line, gets out to 37.
So a 27-yard return. Remember, 4th quarter here, Franklin will be going into this very strong win.
Franklin will take over first down.
But they're going to come out in their spread offense here.
From their own 37-yard line.
That means being Keto in the shotgun.
They're going to go for a short pass there.
Complete.
Complete, and also brought it out of bounds at roughly the 40-yard line.
To number 6, John Duffy.
Pick up a 3 there to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. Got 3 receivers stacked to this near side.
2nd down and 7.
And same play but just in this direction. That's a hit.
So that tackle's going to happen at just shy of the 50.
Yeah. Duffy picks up the first down. So first and 10 at the Franklin 49, just before midfield. Mankato back to pass. Lets
He's
this
going to
one
go for
fly.
a deep throw. Oh,
Biancheto's pass is incomplete.
That was incomplete. Looked like
Second
that
down and
may
10
have gotten held up
for
in
the
the wind
Panthers.
a little bit or misdirected. Maybe moved a little bit in the wind. It'll bring up second and 10 for the Panthers. Just under 10 minutes now. Three receivers on the far side, one on the near side.
the snap.
Bianchetta with now under pressure,
Ooh.
tries to escape. He gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Justin Bianchetta, taken down on the play by
They'll
number
give him a
92,
half a
Jordan
yard.
Castillo Vasquez, and number 58, Vinny DeMaio.
3rd and 9.
Third down and 9 for Franklin.
False start.
Flag on the play.
Franklin player left a little bit early.
False start against Franklin.
So to move it back 5,
Still third down.
make it 3rd and 14.
At the Franklin 45-yard line.
That'll bring up third down and 14 for Franklin from their own 45-yard line.
Bianchetta
He's finding himself in trouble.
in trouble again. He's able to pick
Number
up
12,
a
Justin
yard.
Bianchetta.
It'll make it 4th and 13.
And
And
he's got a bit of a limp going on there.
yeah, Coach Kiley will take a timeout, their second timeout of the half. That leaves them with one timeout. I think they're talking about it, Chris, because they feel they've got to go for it. Being down 2 scores,
Yeah.
8.5 minutes left. It's a very impressive offense in Methuen with Danella and Eason. They're, for the most part, have been able to move the ball at will all night, except for the first series.
Very much so, yep.
Fourth down and 13 for Franklin
So Bianchetta comes back out with the offense.
from their own 46-yard line.
Ferrulo in the backfield. Bianchetta takes 4 steps back, lets the ball go.
Oh!
And it gets broken up.
That would have been a nice
That looked
play.
like it was going to get in there.
Broken up on the play by number 13, Adrian Blake.
Luke with a great job breaking that up. He played that ball perfectly
First and 10.
and was able to get his left hand right in front of the receiver and knocked that ball to the ground.
So Methuen is going to take over on downs.
1st and 10 in Franklin territory.
At the 46-yard line. They're in great field position here.
Yeah.
8:23 left to go in the game.
They're going to run the ball and run the ball and run the ball and try to work that clock down. Eason picks up
flag is
7.
gonna be
There's
on
a
the play.
flag.
There is a flag on the play. Taken down the play by number 1, Kyle Walsh, and number 10, Chris Iannelli.
No Corso foul. Face mask.
And then it's going to be a face mask against Franklin. So you're going to add 15 to that.
15, wow.
Yeah, so you'll take it down to the 24, and it'll be 1st and 10.
First down and 10 for the Rangers. From the Panther 26-yard line.
Eason slips and goes down to the ground, picks up 4.
Taken down the play by number 8, Julian Rampino. Second down
They don't
and
ha-
6 for the Rangers.
They don't have to get this play off till we get down right close to 7 minutes left. Eason breaks a couple of tackles,
Number 2, Shane Eason on the carry.
picks up the first down.
And that'll
Clock will
good.
be running
For the Ranger.
here.
First down.
It gets down to the 13. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 13th. We'll go under 7 minutes left in this game. And Methuen knocking on the door again.
Yep.
First down and 10 for the Rangers. From the Franklin 14-yard line.
Hand off to Eason. Eason right up the middle. Picks up a yard.
Yeah, he's not going to, he didn't get far with that one.
And they're okay with
Stopped
that
on the
because
play
it
by number
eats
4,
the clock.
Ryan Pinelli.
They don't need to score.
No, they don't.
Second down and 9 for the Rangers.
That should be delay a game.
Quarterback
Danella.
number 6, Josh Danella.
Keeps it.
On to stop for Franklin, number 5, Alex Weber.
To bring up 3rd and 8.
Third down and 9 for the Rangers.
Eason takes it down to the 5.
2, Shane
At least
Eason
the
on
5,
carry.
maybe the 4.
Taken down on the play by number 31, Nate Walsh.
31 needs to stop.
It'll make it 4th and 2.
So at this point, what can be said about these two teams? Methuen has played a phenomenal game against the Franklin Panthers. They've just been able to work their way around the Franklin defense, and that's why they lead the game by a score of 28-14.
Yeah, timeout Methuen.
Rangers.
4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game.
This the biggest difference is number 2 for Methuen, Eason, who has been unstoppable all
Yes,
night.
he has been.
Methuen called that timeout as it looked like they were about to get a delay a game call against them.
So unfortunately, even if Franklin is able to put another touchdown on the board with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game,
The clock's not their friend.
no.
And it's 4th down.
4th down and 2 for the Rangers.
They're going to line up to run a play here. Danella in the shotgun, Eason behind him. And the way Eason's run the ball, 2 yards should be nothing for him. He gets it again. He's going to get there.
Yep, just like that, he runs
And he
right
gets
in.
in the end zone.
Rangers. Number 2, Shane.
So that makes it 34-14 with the extra point pending.
Kicking the extra point for the Rangers. Number 38, Hisham Abutui.
So with this loss, Methuen is going to hand Franklin only their second loss of the season.
Yeah, in their first loss since the weekend after Labor Day.
Since the first game of the
Yeah.
season. Yep.
Yeah.
And the extra point is good.
Now that night was a beautiful night. The
That
weather
was
was
great.
awesome. It was 75, 80 degrees. Oh, as opposed to tonight, it being, I would say roughly, Chris, with this wind chill, minus 62.
Sounds
Ish.
about right.
Ish. I don't have a thermometer with me, so. Franklin, after tonight, will have 2 more in-season games and then Thanksgiving game at King Philip. We'll
Number 6, John
find out
Duffy.
probably on Sunday who they'll play
Hisham
coming up
Abutui.
next weekend. My guess is they'll play at home. It'll either be Thursday or Friday, probably. Little boot there, and Franklin goes right down to the ground so they can get their offense on the field.
Ball picked up by number 31, Nate Walsh.
So that should be at the 41.
Franklin will take over, 1st down and 10.
But they're going to put it at the 40. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
1st and 10 for Franklin from their own 40-yard line.
And unfortunately, it's going to be another playoff loss to Methuen. Methuen has had a great program the last 3-4 years. Keto, I'm sorry, passes that. That's complete.
Hey, the
Pickup
guy,
of 8.
Deion Shedder's
in our
pass is
defense, the guy in the
complete.
press box has been calling him
Oh, I
Shadow
know,
all day.
I know.
So.
The number 1,
I
Kyle
keep
Walsh.
seeing in my head my text from Kevin pop up, pronouncing it out for me.
2nd and 2 for the Panthers.
Bianchetto rolls this way, completes it. Nice spin move there.
Nice dodge right there.
Leon Schroeder's pass is complete to number 13, Stephon Reed.
Stephon Reed with that
Reed
reception.
Gets to the 40.
55,
It'll be a
Christian
first
Enziani.
down.
And number 17, Tim Dornerson. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
That's complete.
Yeah, Bianchetto not wasting any time with that one.
First down again, down to the 24.
And that ball is going to be, that throw is going to be handled by Kyle Walsh.
1st and 10 for the Panthers.
So
from the
Franklin
Ranger
not wasting
25
any
yard
time
line.
with any of these plays.
No, they need to score, and they need to score immediately.
Yes.
Bianchetto under a ton of pressure, lets that go. You know
And
what?
keeps that from being intercepted.
Intercepted.
Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that I think is Sid on that far side. Am I right, Chris?
I didn't catch the team number. Sorry about that, Jay.
That's all right. Whoever the receiver was did a great job of becoming the defender
Yeah.
and breaking that up.
Yeah, he saw how short that ball was going to be,
Yeah.
and that it was dangerously close to being intercepted at the goal line there.
3 minutes left.
Bianchetto. This one
Completion.
is going to be complete.
That should be a first down.
Schroeder's pass is complete to number 1, Kyle Walsh.
Again, that's going to be to Kyle Walsh. So that will be
First and
marked
10 for
at
the
the
Panthers.
14, I believe.
From the Ranger 15-yard line.
15-yard line. My bad.
Oh, what a
Whoa.
hit.
Big hit right there. Again by
Big
Kyle
run to
Walsh.
number
Yeah.
16, Alex Santiago.
We'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4 for the Panthers.
Just over 2 minutes left. And that's a touchdown.
Woo!
Franklin scores.
Stephon Reed.
Stephon Reed with
Reed
that
with
touchdown.
the touchdown. Bianchetto on that pass. It makes it 35-20.
Kicking the extra point for Franklin, number 29, Owen Isam.
And the extra point's good. So that makes it 35-21 with 2:09 left in the fourth quarter. Anticipate an onside kick here for Franklin.
So they bring it back to a two-possession game.
Yeah, but unfortunately 2:09 left.
Yeah. I was trying my best not to get
I
ahead of
know,
myself
I
here, even
know.
though I was kind of talking that way about 4 minutes ago. But assuming that Methuen doesn't let anything stupid happen here, they're just going to let the clock run.
Yeah. The anticipation is for an onside kick.
Back to receive for the Rangers, number 2, Shane Eason.
And an onside kick is what they
And
go
it
for.
is, and Franklin recovered it.
Woo!
Franklin ball at the Methuen 40.
Onside kick is recovered by number 6, John Duffy.
Duffy with the recovery. Actually, they're going to mark it a little further back, maybe around the 43.
Ball will be spotted on the Ranger 43-yard line.
2:09 left. Bianchetto back out. This is obviously passing situations.
Bianchetto going for a big throw.
And that's picked
That one
off.
is going to be intercepted.
And we're going to have a flag.
Intercepted, but there is a flag on the play.
Duffy just covered up Kyle. Duffy and Kyle were both on the
Yeah, I think that's going to be that they had not enough people in the backfield.
Tight end was covered.
Yeah.
Ineligibles downfield. Franklin. First down in the
So it was an ineligible downfield because, well, just the tight end couldn't go out because he was covered up, and he did, and therefore the penalty flag. So the interception stands, and Methuen will take over first and 10. Theoretically, Methuen could run the clock out just by taking knees.
Yeah.
Franklin, I believe, has one timeout left, but I would be shocked if they took it in this situation. They're going to run a play.
Ball carrier number 2, Shane Eason.
Hurt Panther on the field.
Taken down on the play by number 52, Kevin Lawler.
Player gets right back up, walks off with Jen. Trainer Jen, first time we mentioned her tonight.
Franklin. That's their last time out.
Franklin,
Franklin
takes.
calls their last
Yeah.
time out.
Yeah. One of the Franklin coaches is out on the field. The middle of the, not middle of the field, but right around the 30-yard line talking to one of the officials. Can't tell who that is. So 2nd and 4.
Methuen running another play here.
Yeah. So Methuen can now take a knee. Yeah, they're going to take a knee
Yep.
the rest of the way because Franklin cannot stop the clock again.
First and 10 for the Rangers.
Yeah, with a minute and 30 seconds left, they can easily just
Yeah.
take knees.
Franklin, my apologies, Methuen will run a play now, take a knee, and they'll just need to run one more once that clock gets under 40. Once it gets under 40, they can take a snap, take a knee, and won't need to run another one. So Methuen's going to come away with a 35-21 victory on the back of Eason. And that'll do it. This should run it out as the players congratulate each other.
So a tough loss for the Panthers, but a great win for the Methuen Rangers. They had a steamroller of a player in Essen.
Yeah, him and the quarterback, Danella, played great. played very, very well.
So that's going to mark the end of Franklin's playoff run here. Although as Jay said, we do have a couple of games to look forward to before the actual end of the season, which will be the Thanksgiving Day game versus KP. So that's going to do it for our coverage
Yeah, that'll
here.
do it, Chris. They should play at home next weekend because they've only played at home twice, I think, this year, or 3 times.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but
they
all I
should
can say
get
is
another
that
home game.
all I can say is that we have
Methuen-
at least one more game to
Methuen's
go.
a good team, man. I want
Very good
to. I
team.
want to watch them play next week. That Eason kid, wow.
He was a monster of a player.
Oh, I know.
So with the final score being 35-21, Methuen taking this match, that's going to do it for our coverage here. For Jay Horrigan, this is Chris Flynn saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, Franklin sports fans. Have a good one.